Chapter 7. Expressions. Arriving at Alcedia, Moise was sitting in front of a fair. Before winning it to catch his breath, Moise said, "For the next 3 days, who will perform the holy jinn?" Moise then quickly disappeared. When Enoch had seen so much and heard so much that his mind was racing, he took off his notepad and pen and brought about all the days ahead. Talking to the trees and animals, famous in featcraft, and the Kenisa were always so profound, he had to wait something to remember what had happened to him. He said aloud, "God, Apple, was gone and rescued from power Stockholm. When you've been defeated by the traditions of man. Fact to your self-confidence, not belief internally. Catch up in a whirlwind of fleas, as your beliefs come and goes, in and out, up and down, like wings of a butterfly. Grand interior of affairs, whether they're right or wrong, cause you don't have any strength of your own. Apple. Why is it when you do to worship, you believe in whatever is up front? Never educate yourself. No faith, no strength, no knowledge, no understanding of God. So, you create your own. Man, life to you has to be hard. Let me tell you something to ease your pain. Tell you, there is a Trinity. That you may not know of. That you need to see. God's order of divinity. Spelled God. That he wrote, inside of me. Inside of me, 30 years the spirit of righteousness. Trianage, evaluate, chief, and stolen, but never killed. But in me heart, first compassion to do all that is right. It went to do evil, yes. It went to sin. However, me heart sits to do for was. What his sins were to such a trouble? When will I ever solve it him? Stop. Just stop, I say to myself. Slow down before you lower it to the ground. Search my heart. Reach deep, deep inside of his corruptment. Hopefully, a solution will find. Listen to the words I say. Look at the things he do. Thought that enormous man, and I'll give him a plan. Deeper and deeper, he went. Realizing that every man is not heaven sent. Realizing that there is a difference. Love, not lust. Infinite, not finite. About eternity, not time. Yes, the spirit and not the flesh. At first, it had it wild the heart. You see, then is how it was no more. But the truth that lives in city often. When Enoch was all class of his notebook with tears in his eyes and walked to heaven, Sabbath, whatever you have for men me people, and willing and able. When Enoch would look at the scroll given to him by Moise and started studying his instructory. His eyes became heavy, and he placed all his things in his backpack he drifted off to sleep. When Enoch found himself in a thick water forest and saw the animals playing around him. As the squirrels chased each other, he turned to see them on the tree. Suddenly, he turned and saw that he was in a desert and saw what was next right by him. He passed and said to himself, "What is this?" A sweet smile in the air awoke him. When Enoch opened his eyes, still Moise standing in front of a clay structure a lot like some kind of willow. Moise stood before it and pointed to the entrance. "Yes, Tim," Moise said. When Enoch approached the structure and entered, sitting with his legs crossed, when Enoch and Moise prayed for an hour afterward. When Enoch spoke that with non-language for a while, and Moise said to him, "Tim has come for you to feel joy and peace, but afterward fear and pain. But now all you need to make it emphasis your faith in Sabbath." When Enoch started to speak but was interrupted by Moise. "So 3 days, ye will fast, and the day afterward shall fill your body with a joy you have never experienced before. But notice, after some rest, be prepared to feel fear and pain. Then, ye shall go to the law, and for 90 days, ye will experience much fear and pain. This 3 days shall prepare you for the time." When Enoch said with confidence, "It is so." After an hour, when Enoch but light-headed and five self-incest sweat dripped down his face into his eyes. Closing his eyes, he sang songs that his grandmother sang to him when he performed jinn. He felt air blowing in his face as the head front round hesitated. Knowing he were in closet in the structure, he quickly opened his eyes. He was enthusiastically down, seeing the beauty of the trees, rivers, and roadways foremost. Fear covered him, for he had never been this age before, and he was flogging. He heard the voice of Moise, fear not. He stuttered for a while before he tried to move forward. He moved slowly. At first until he realized he could go faster. He felt foremost and saw nothing but the land's beauty. There were no structures, just nether. For hours he flew. After building up his confidence, he started turning flips and performing different acrobatics. Hastening until he came across a dead end with a hole in the middle of a pasture. He flew past it, saying, "I ain't no way, they going down further," and bawled for some time until he said to himself, "Say but show me fit for a reason." He flew back. When he got to the entrance, he looked down as it continuously overhead from black toward the flew downward for a long time and stopped at a section filled with love and fur, so he let it indeed. It was hot, and it was overbearing, but that didn't faze him. He saw love everywhere, but it didn't consume him, so he started walking. He heard a noise. "Fell asleep," he said. "Woe, sir." Rising out of the lava was a creature with the head of a hyena, the body of a snake, and talons of a hawk. The beast stood up. "What in the hell are you doing here?" When Iniquity, afraid, said, "You don't know," but didn't hello to her and flew to the top entrance. As soon as he got off the top, he woke up. He was still in the structure with Moise. The sweet-born face is as helping them. Whipping his face, he said to Moise, "Yes, our head as creature," Moise said to Iniquity. "You wait, sir." Thinking Moise would tell him more, Moise took a couple of words, placed them on fear, "Thing steady will see her for you, and they will help you later down the road. Let us pray." They prayed for in heart, and when Iniquity class of his and southern's had covered him once again. The darkness had covered when Iniquity for a long time until he saw a faint light ahead of him. Walking toward the light, he saw men, women, and children walking with him. The closer he got to the light, the more people were around him. The interior was covered in darkness, and when they finally reached the light, there was a silver ladder going up toward the elderly head of the ladder first, then the women and children, lastly, the men. When Iniquity started helping people the ladder before he started climbing it. When Iniquity would often take minutes, even hours, before taking in step up the ladder. The elderly was slowing people down, so the children started going in the opposite side of the ladder to pass them. First the Samius Felani began to move faster. When Iniquity was relieved, Ekkasim, he repeated as he smiled back at him. Hours had passed, and the ladder seemed endless. When Iniquity sped up his pace, in doing so, he accidentally stepped in an older man's hand. He heard a scream that lasted for 5 minutes as the man fell from the ladder before hearing a lot from. Upset, when Iniquity stopped and cried in pain and in the shower with head down. Suddenly, he heard the people below him screaming as they fell from the ladder. Looking down, he could see something or someone coming toward him at great speed. It was knocking the people off the ladder. Whatever it was coming too fast. No one recognized who it was as it got closer and closer. It began to purposely knock the people off the ladder in a circle marching around the ladder, moving like a tornado. The screams got closer, and many jumped off the ladder out of fear. To anticipate obvious movement, when Iniquity attempted to avoid the thing by going from one side of ladder to it being knocked off himself when he bit close to him. It stopped in front of him. When Iniquity looked at the creature, a human body which was knocked, but without extremities such as the Nazian moth both had millions of small leaves all over its body, blinking constantly. The demon stopped where it was, blocked into when Iniquity sees in road. When Iniquity was awoken, and there he was, sitting in the structure. Moise said to when Iniquity, "It is finished, it's time to finish our journey." When Iniquity said, "Why? It has not even been half a day yet." Moise said to when Iniquity, "Ah, but it has, 3 days have passed, and it's about to be 4. Your perfect enough time is not as many as the Torah mentioned, a day called the 1,000 years, and a 1,000 years called be a day." When Iniquity was in a bit of shock, for he just knew without a doubt it was the same day, but. Besides structured in heavy windows, They did not know when to soon it was nor it. As when in explicit structure, it disappeared. For in front of him was an oath that suddenly appeared. It was a rabbit slow roasting on a small fire would make debatable simmering in a pot with a small pot of which nicked to it when in it smelled, said Buffus made it wonderful. He had made feeling struck a day, but now he felt a certain sense of joy, and it concerned him as he sat down. Had you thought Puri to explain his opinions? We fast. We don't need to fast. Tall wasn't a bench of weakness. What into hell does fake man? Then the truth came at him, he saw, yes. In I'll see, and Fennick knew. Fasting. It breaks down the flesh. Much like a venom from a snake, fat slowly kills the flesh. Fat practice with death of fat flesh. What I told you so, his spiritual man can was. Have wrought, been so long. Been so long, since I've seen jade love. Yes, joy and peace. Been so long since, ever seen, or even felt a spark, until recently, when a spark finally appeared. It came over me, it comforted me. Excitement covered me for so long, a cloud of depression vanished. Frustration. Yes, stress and anxiety covered me for some time. Caught up in a storm of confusion, until I saw a light. It was just ahead of me, as I reached for it. It pulled me closer into what I longed for. Fat brought forth a song. Entitled, Been So Long. Have wrought, slept. Sleep is where you met God, sleep is where you met eternity, learning the meaning of time. Sleep is how your Creator speaks to you, sleep is what you shall do, when the end of time. Sleep is a necessity, like charging your batteries. Tell all you to make it another day. Then still remember for the rest of your life. You got to work, you have it to eat, you have it to sleep. Have wrought, dream, fantasy or reality. Tell be comfortable for the rest of me life. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell be successful. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell enjoy hold him. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell love myself. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell when to best for me family. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell get an education. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Tell be rich. Dream, fantasy, or reality. Form, all was a fantasy that became dreams now, they are all real, reality. Have wrought, faith. It can't see it, so how can it be? It can't touch it, so is it fair? Hearing many say, they don't care. Running everywhere. So many in pain. Men's gone insane, depression is unknown, and hope is just a dream. All of a sudden, frustration kicks in, and life has no meaning. Tough as you wanted it, fifth the other word. For had it been if you would know the meaning of the word, for life hasn't been the same since. Yasi, this what had is dreamers, that is what they call them, calling them all sorts of names. These dreamers had you what they're looking for. This is the reason why they're going insane. The insanity slowly turns to greed, then hate. When all they needed was just a little fat. Have wrought, sin in skin. This skin in maximus sin, righteousness, it know not of, how absurd, righteousness is something ye never heard of, where is that word? Because of his skin unlike no sin. Righteousness is sin to the flesh, what ms, it do things, that it should not do, things it should not do, plus what? It do. Now, first a few of you will say they can do with us sin. Who are you? An angel. For who has deceived you? A preacher. If so, here's a solace if there just do. As for you, if you got skin, ye got sin. For ye sin in skin, on track to life, sin has a what in sin skin, some call it flesh, it can't that sin, but it can save us all from hell, ye given according to the supreme sacrifice. Nothing you do physically, no hard work involved, hoping for something that is invisible, the only thing that can help man you. Faith. So ye see, but so many make it so hard but that's the secret, please pass it on. If someone tells you, He ain't got no sin. Walk up neatly, being polite to whisper softly inferior. Say, ik cousin, me friend, but there's sin and skin. Then finally, he wrote. Sabbath. Knowing pain, he sent some in Tulio, who has been for him. He had no other choice, but to understand. Reason being, he cared for ya. Talking to us, who always seems to be depressed. You act as if you're eternally alone, and that there's no one else. No job, no career, or got a job, got a career and still depressed. Always staring up into the sphere, looking for hope that's near. It seems like you miss, you say, it's no way out. I'm here for you, Cassie see the grief. The unbelief, the pain, the strain. But hold on, be strong. There's a gift at the end of this thing. To deliver who can make it, to differ you can take it. Alone, you might go insane. Just call me name. Sometimes, you result in crime, faking it away. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you disagree. Crime isn't always mean, but sometimes in jail is worry in idiotobe. Like playing an 18-up game, learn for all still win. Learn for all still understand. You are a beautiful people very mad. For someone who doesn't want you to achieve anything. Please, remember the pain, so, we can become your son. Don't want you to be lost from your creator, it hate the cost. It's my Sabbath.